BaseCamp is a project management system, which is an online way of keeping all your email, documents, projects and things in one place and keeping organized. So this is what you see when you click into your project. So this is really our kind of home screen for our parent council. So you can see we've got a schedule, message board and a docs and files. You can actually add different kind of modules of things, but I took away all the ones that we didn't use just to make it a bit easier for everyone to see. So this is the BaseCamp phone app. So this has worked really well. Most of our PC members have got the app on their phone, and so it means that you can leave everything in BaseCamp and get on with your life. And then if you're, say, going to work on parent council stuff for an hour in the evening, you can go into BaseCamp and everything's there. You don't have to go scrabbling around searching for emails and different things. One thing that BaseCamp has worked really well for is keeping on top of all our actions from our parent council meetings. So I am secretary for the parent council, so after each meeting I write up the minutes and I put all the actions that we've agreed, and then I put them in a to-do list in BaseCamp, and I can assign them to different members of the parent council, which means they can then go in and tick off the ones that they've done, and it's actually worked really well. So this is our to-do list, and you can see you can put your to-dos into little sections. So we've got one section which is actions from this particular meeting. You can see the ones at the top are the ones that were still to do, and then at the bottom you can see the ones that have been ticked off. So it's quite nice and satisfying to see them all ticked off when they've all been done, and it's a really good way of keeping track of them. Each PC member joins BaseCamp, but their email addresses aren't shared out, only with the admin of the BaseCamp group. So it means that people can communicate with each other without sharing their email addresses and worrying about their personal information getting passed on or not stored correctly. Okay, so this is our document and file section in BaseCamp, and you can see that there are some Google Docs and Google Sheets and also some image files and PDFs and things, so we can keep everything in here, easy to access. Use the documents and files section quite a lot in BaseCamp. It's a place where you can store all your parent council documents and any other things. And one thing that we use it for particularly is I do the minutes of the meetings in Google Docs, and then I can put the Google Doc or a link to the Google Doc in BaseCamp documents. And then I can share that in BaseCamp and we can all talk about it. And then people can go in and edit the Google Doc straight from there, which means that you're all working on the same document, not having different copies with people editing them in different places. And this is our message board. This is, I suppose, a bit like it. I suppose it's a bit like an email inbox. It's just where you can post messages about anything, and then people can reply to them. So BaseCamp so far has worked really well for our parent council. We've been able to, I think we've been able to work together better on all our projects, just because we've got these sort of messaging board and we can all join in discussions, and I think it helps for people to feel connected. Bear in mind that your parent council members are likely to have different levels of confidence using a tool like this, so it's a really good idea to have somebody that is really keen to use it, that can help and support people to get through any kind of difficulties they might have at the start. That's what I've tried to do with our parent council at Whitehill Secondary, and it's worked out really well. People have said that they've enjoyed using it and that it's meant that they've been able to keep everything organised better. And I think people were quite surprised as well, that maybe were quite sceptical at first, but then found that it worked pretty well for them. So yeah, it's been really positive.